and his colleagues and his party leaders, they are now once again playing the same cheap trick. This is the second time the fake and false propaganda that they are resorting to with regard to the prasadam, laddu prasadam of Lord Venkateswara Swami at Tirumala. He and his people and the so-called SIT, the officers whom he handpicked with and filled with, they are coming out with false allegations and fake allegations. If there is anything wrong, the government is there and TTD board is there. That doesn't need too much of investigation. That too, with regard to, if, like in Prasadam, if there is any whatever wrong was done, I mean catching hold of somebody, whoever does that, that may not be a big problem. But if you want to rake up unnecessary controversy and false controversy to gain political, that to narrow political score over the opponents, that is unpardonable. That's what they are resorting to now. The point here is the prasadam adulteration with what? It was not the animal fat. That's already proven. They are also not saying the same thing now. They are not alleging that. For that, Chandrababu Naidu should apologize, openly say that I wrongly said that, but he is not saying that. Now they are saying it is vegetable fat or vegetable oils like palm oil and all those things. And in certain areas they say they adulterated. In certain areas they say it is not at all ghee. I mean palm oil, even palm oil is also very minimal. Total this one is these chemicals and all this were used. The issue is, and while in the remand report they maintain this, outside as a politicians, those leaders, they are going to the extent that they say every laddu was adulterated during the YSR period. With again they are stooping to that level that it was even animal fat also. Even TDP official press release also says the same thing now also. That shows their bankruptcy, their lack of any seriousness, are full of irresponsibility that with how they are behaving, being a ruling party, that is highlighted there. Just to divert public attention from tomorrow's our party's planned scheduled rallies against the privatization of government medical college, which is a serious issue. Simple question. Whatever they are saying now, that dairy which they says was supplied adulterated ghee, adulterated with chemicals, they say, adulterated with palm oil at certain times, they say, that ghee through other companies, whatever that was done, that company was blacklisted by none other than our chairman, Y.V. Subba Reddy, who is now called before SIT for questioning. When he got in 2022, when he got an anonymous complaint about the quality standards, lack of quality standards, or expressing doubt about the quality standards, immediately he ordered an inquiry. He instructed the concerned officials to send samples to the competent laboratory outside our state our TTD has its own facilities. So in Mysore, the food laboratory, whatever it is, there he sent it. Once they got the report, and that also, the report also expressed that it doesn't fit into the standards that they are maintaining. It was blacklisted. Simple logic. If there is anything wrong intention, ill intention is there, why did he himself blacklisted that? That itself shows the honesty or the alertness of the board as well as the chairman, Y.V. Subba Reddy, who was then the chairman. Here in the remand report itself, the contradictions they are there. They say simply 2024 June, 4 containers, 4 trucks, and also July 24, and after Chandrababu Naidu came to power after 1 month, 6th and 12th, 4 containers, they stopped and sent sample to NDDB Gujarat NDDB lab. They say in the remand report, it was found that vegetable fats were there. So basing on that, they rejected it. They claim. And they themselves agree in the report that the same drugs again came through other party, that AR Dairy, which was the supplier at this time. It sent through other company, and it was accepted by TTD. Who is responsible for that? Is it not his government and TTD which was functioning under Chandrababu's government? They are doubting 319 rupees, which was the tendered lowest L1, which was awarded as per that to those companies. I mean, among which Bole Baba one, and which was blacklisted. This AR Dairy and all those companies. If that was not viable, which means it might have been adulterated to get the profit. If we assume that argument is correct. If 319 is so low, during 1419, when Chandrababu Naidu was ruling his government only, it was only 273 rupees. How was it possible? Then shall we assume that during 1419, when Chandrababu was there, because it was 273 rupees, can we assume that it was full of chemicals and nothing else, just full of chemicals and aroma? When we were in power, everything was improved. Laboratory was, special team was formed, specialist team. To finalize tender, the SOPs were prepared, and also latest laboratory. This one was laboratory facility was improved, and latest equipment was brought in. More number of parameters were added, and to add to that, have in-house cow milking facility and cows, sufficient number of cows. That also was initiated, as I said, that an MOU with the university to supply high milk yielding cows through IVF, which is also getting results. Already 60 cows are there in the TTD. So all these, what do they show, and what now these wild allegations they are making? Do they stand when the actual thing is like that? Totally depended on chemicals and palm oil to get adulteratedly. Another simple question any common man can ask, even who know about the shelf life of cooked food, theoretically, even if we say it is correct, you can replicate some sort of like vanilla flavor we get, like if ghee flavor also, if that aroma comes, if you are to that and prepare it in laboratory, is it possible to do it in such a scale, lakhs of kgs of 60 lakh kgs, 50 lakh kgs continuously, maintaining the same standard? And also, when it is used in food preparation, that too a delicacy like laddu, can it have a shelf life of even 1 day, 2 days, 3 days? So these are the facts.